Hi children, parents and teachers of course, and welcome to another edition of Bootcamp with myself, Mr. McGrath. Today's session, as I mentioned last week, would be with use of a ball. So if you need to pause the video now and get yourself a ball, around the football size will be great because some of the exercises will be using one. Similarly to last time, we will do a series of exercises which will last for just 1 minute, and after 7 exercises you will get a minute break. So the first set of exercises, just listen carefully to the instructions and try and do them properly, and then we'll do 3 sets. So the second and third set you can obviously up the tempo a bit and try and do it a bit quicker and test yourself a little bit. The session is designed to get your blood flowing and your heart rate up, and obviously it's important you get a bit of exercise in each week at the moment because it's difficult to do so with the current situation. So should be making you feel better for the weekend, and obviously working off some of that chocolate and that junk food from Christmas. Okay, so enjoy the session. You can see in the background there is a timer, and every time it runs down the minute we'll be switching to the next exercise. So I'm going to start off with a quick 1 minute warm up. I don't mean my ball yet, so we'll get straight into it. So we're just going to jog on the spot for the first minute and raise those knees and pump those arms, get the blood flowing. And then we'll stretch off back of the hamstrings and we'll move our arms also. So we'll go down diagonally with opposite arms to legs. Not too quick to begin with. And then we'll cross our feet. And now, as you can see, the time is running down. We're going to go into our first exercise, which today is our rolling squat. So we're going to do a squat, but this time we're going to do a bit of a roll movement to one side. Okay, it's also known as a boxer squat. Hands up nice and high because you're going to roll to one side. So you're bending those knees, keep your back straight and roll in one direction. And again, with your squats, the lower you can get, the better. Just for this first minute, make sure your technique is right. So low as you can, keeping your back straight. And my minute's now running down, so we're going to go into our third. And our third exercise today is just a stationary plank. So your stationary plank is to put your elbows in front of you, and you're going to make, as you can see my hands here now, I'm going to clench my hands together and make a bit of a triangle shape here. And then I'm going to try and keep my back as straight as possible for the duration of the minute. So try my best not to raise or to lower my bottom too much. It's all about trying to keep a fixed position. And you should feel that around your stomach and your lower back. So it's a good core exercise. See if we can stay up. If we don't stay up for the minute and we drop down, and just pick yourself back up until that timer runs out, which is now. And our next exercise is our leg raises. Now the ball is going to come into play on this exercise. Now again, this is an exercise for your stomach muscles. You can see the ball. All I'm going to do is to keep my ball still for this. I can put my hands underneath my bottom, keep my legs straight and keep them together, and I'm going to go over the ball but not touching the floor. Okay? So for the minute, it's a leg raising activity. I'm crossing the ball. Feet together, don't touch the floor. And the timer's running out. So the next exercise is on to twist with the ball. Okay, so just like a sit-up, back as straight as you possibly can, and all you're going to do for the twist is you're going to move the ball, and you're going to touch the ball behind you. And when you do that, try and move the ball as far in this direction behind you as you can, as your arms will let you. And that will work your core a little bit more, okay? Now as you're doing this, to test yourself, make it more difficult, you can actually raise your legs. Okay, and if you raise your legs, it's a much more difficult exercise. So touch the floor with the ball. Keep that ball in your hands, keep control of the ball. If you can keep your legs in the air, then that's fantastic. And now my clock's running down. The next exercise is a rolling push-up. Now your push-ups are very difficult. A normal push-up without a ball, you can either do it on your feet or on your knees. So for this example, I'm going to show you on my knees first. I'm going to roll the ball to one hand, and then I'm going to do a press-up or push-up down. My chest's going to come to the floor. Okay, my back staying straight like in a plank position. I'm going to roll it to my other side, and I'm going to go down. And roll, and down. So this exercise will be working across your shoulders and across your chest if you're doing it properly. Okay? Now the extension of the exercise is to do it, obviously, not on your knees. So you're down and roll. Okay? Moving on to our last one now. It's a lunge with a twist and the ball. It's to just help keep your balance. Help keep you focused as you're doing it. So you're going to lunge forwards, keep your balance, and then you're going to roll to one side with the ball. Then you're going to do the other way. Down and a twist. So you're still lunging, but you're keeping control of your posture by using the ball. And you're just going to swap sides. Okay? And then again, the lower you can go without actually that knee touching the floor, the better. A bit harder work. Cross. And you can see them in the last 10 seconds now. So, we're now allowed 60 seconds rest. So if you want to get yourself a drink of water, and then we're going to go again for the second set. Now the second set is exactly the same exercises, but for the second set, now that you know what you're doing for each of the exercises, you should be able to do more reps, more repetitions of the exercise and push yourself a bit more. But obviously don't forget, we've got 2 more full sets to do. We've only done 1. So save your real energy for the last one. So we're going to get ready for my second set now. And no ball needed for the first spot. So it's our moment to start. Moving your legs. Use your arms. Get those knees nice and high. And touch those toes. on the bounce. Stretch those arms up. And a little sprint for the last 10 seconds. And then we're going to go into our second, which is our rolling squats. So squat position, and we're down to one side. Keep that back straight, one side to the other. And just keep nice and balanced as you're doing it. So your feet should be shoulder width apart. Going from one side to the other. Rolling under. And you can put your hands up, as I've done, by the sides of the jaw, or you can do your hands across your chest like this. Down. And last 10 seconds. And we're on to our third, which is our plank, which we're going to try and hold for the minute. Keep still as you possibly can. This is the best exercise for your core. Very good for your posture. If you get bad back problems, this is the best exercise you can do to strengthen all that lower back. Sometimes from sitting down all day, it's good to do this exercise and you'll feel less stiff. So we're getting to the end now from our plank. We're moving on to our leg raises with the ball. So we're going on either side of the ball, if my ball will stay still. Do your best not to touch the floor with your heels. Don't go too high up here because it'll make it too easy for you. If you drop your legs, don't worry, just pick them back up and have another go. Let's see how many you can do in a minute. Okay, last few seconds. And now with my ball, my twists. So my twists, going from one side to the next. Now, the more difficult exercise is if your feet are in the air. So my heel is about 3 inches off the floor. Try and keep your core still. The further you reach around, the more difficult it'll be. If you need to drop your legs, don't worry. You're still doing the exercise, so that's important. Put feet off the floor is very difficult. Okay, next exercise. This is rolling push-up. So, again, we're going to come down on our chest, and we're going to roll the ball over. Down, roll. And try your best to keep control of the ball. Don't let the ball fly off. And across. And like we said, if you need to do this on your knees, As long as you're bringing your chest right down, that's the main aim. Because you're working those muscles across here. So chest as far down as you can. On your feet will be more difficult. Okay, last exercise is lunge with a twist. So forwards and twist. I'm twisting towards the leg which is coming forward. So lunge, twist. Other side. Lunge, twist. Lunge, twist. Lunge, twist. Lunge, twist. Keep nice and balanced. Your balance is more important than the speed here. Last few seconds, and then we're on to our break. Okay, 1 minute break. So 60-second rest, and now we're doing our last set. So as much speed now for this one, how many repetitions you can do in the minute, and really push yourself. You will find some exercises harder than others, and everyone will be different. But you just do as much as you can and test yourself as much as you can. It's about what you get out of this session personally. Okay, it's not a competition, it's about what you can do. So for this next 7 minutes, put as much effort in as you possibly can. Last few seconds, and then we'll get into it. We're going to start bouncing on the spot. And crossing our feet. And forwards and backwards. Crossing our feet. For this minute, just make sure you keep on the move. Keep on the move for the minute. Okay, so toes, opposite arm, so leg, and bouncing again. For the last 10 seconds, a bit of a sprint. Work those knees. And we're on to number 2. Rolling squats. So we're rolling. To one side.
Don't you think I bet I will love you endlessly if you only believe in me. To me one time, baby, but I'll never let you in the air.
Nice straight back. You see how many reps you can do. The lower, the better. Last 10 seconds. And we're on to number 3 of 7. And we're back to the plank. Elbows. Nice straight back. See if you can last your plank for the full minute, full 60 seconds. Without dipping or raising your bottom. It's your last minute of planking to see if you can hold it. If you fall, again, like we said, just keep picking yourself back up. Keep pushing yourself. Don't give up if you fall down. Just get back up and go again. Last 10 seconds. And we're on to number 4. These are leg raises. Hold nice and still. Feet parallel with the ball. And over we go. Keep those heels off the ground. Feet stay together. Again, if you drop down, just try and do another. And if you find it too easy, comfortable, obviously, then just pick up the speed a little bit. Do your best not to touch the ball. Don't touch the ball, don't touch the floor. That's the challenge here. Last few seconds. And we're on to our twists. So, yeah, roll it with a twist. Okay, so for your twist, one side to the other. And if you're comfortable, then raise those feet. There we go. Make it much harder. If you drop them, pick them back up, go again. Side to side. And if you're more comfortable with your feet in the air, pick the speed up. 20 seconds. Last 10. Okay, I'm moving on. Rolling push up. See how many you can do within a minute. So we're down, chest down, all across, controlled, and down. That's absolutely fine if your knees are down. If your knees are down, you might feel more comfortable. Well, that means you should be aiming for more reps. Down to 20. Keep control of the ball. Keep your back straight. 10 seconds. Okay, and we're on to our last one. And it's a lunge with a twist. Don't go too fast for this one. Your balance is important. Right to the end now. This is the last minute of the whole exercise session. And if you're still going, well done. It's exactly what we want. Push yourself through the whole session. Remember to twist to the side of your front leg. 12 seconds. And last few seconds. And there we go. If you've done it till the end, great work. Well done, give yourself a pat on the back. And you should, like me, have a bit of a sweat on now, because all of those minutes of different exercises should have took it out on you. Tomorrow, you'll be forgiven if you have a few aches around here, around your back, around your belly. It shows that you've worked hard. So well done everyone who got through the session, who did their best. Hopefully, each week you should feel a little bit stronger and a little bit fitter. That's the whole idea. If you wanted to do it again, this video will stay on YouTube, so you can do it again midweek if you're very, very keen. Okay. Very important, for those that sent pictures last week, we've got some brilliant pictures of some of the children in school and teachers too. We've got some super pictures of Emily and William that were sent through, but we want as many pictures as we can for Beads News of the families at school that are doing these exercises, okay? That's very, very important to us to know that we're all getting through these tough times together. So, well done again. I will see you next week for another session of Bootcamp. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy, Mr. McGrath.